Have you ever looked at a massive, super successful YouTube channel and thought, yeah, right, I could never do that? You think to yourself, I don't have a $5,000 camera, I have zero editing skills, and honestly, the idea of being on camera completely freaks me out. Well, I've got some pretty incredible news for you. The whole creator economy, it's fundamentally shifted. You really do not need expensive gear anymore, and you absolutely don't need a loud, larger-than-life personality to start building an audience. In today's explainer, we're going to completely debunk that old myth and set you up with a highly effective, totally modern alternative.
Welcome to the explainer. Today we are diving right into the exact roadmap to building a faceless YouTube channel step by step. Look, thanks to modern AI tools, beginners have way more options and way more leverage than ever before. We're going to take that usually overwhelming, highly technical process of content creation and just distill it down into a really structured, manageable blueprint. By the time we're done here, you're going to know exactly how this whole thing works. All right, so here is exactly what we are covering today. First, we'll dive into the faceless YouTube opportunity. Then, we'll look at defining your channel goals. Third, we'll break down the video creation process. Fourth, mastering thumbnails and titles. And finally, promotion and earning money. We're going chronologically here, right? From your initial concept all the way to that final payout. Okay, moving right into Section 1, the faceless YouTube opportunity. It's time to kind of shift our mindset away from those overwhelming technical hurdles and look at the highly accessible reality of modern content creation. You see, in 2026, the definition of a creator has totally evolved. A faceless channel is, well, it's exactly what it sounds like, right? The creator does not appear on camera, but the absolutely key part of that definition is that it's a channel built around serving a specific audience and doing it consistently. The real secret here is that the most successful channels out there are built around serving the viewer, not just showcasing a personality. And today, doing all of this entirely behind the scenes is incredibly seamless, all thanks to modern AI tools. Next up, Section 2. Defining your channel goals. Because before we even think about touching a piece of software or an AI tool, we need a crystal clear strategy. So the foundation of literally any successful channel sits right at an intersection. On one side, you've got your internal drive, your creator passion. You really have to ask yourself, what type of content do I actually enjoy? Because trust me, you're going to be spending a lot of time with it. But then on the other side, we have the external reality, which is the audience need. You have to ask, who exactly is my target audience? Am I trying to educate them, entertain them, or inspire them? You really can't just have one or the other. Your internal passion and the external needs of your audience absolutely must perfectly align if you want to serve a specific group of people consistently. Now, if you're sitting there wondering where to start finding those audience needs, a great trick is to look for topics people are already actively searching for. Here is a quick, rapid-fire list of incredibly high search niches right now: personal finance, technology, health, travel, history, productivity, and motivation. To put that into perspective for a second, niches like technology, health, or personal finance are areas where advertisers have historically paid premium rates simply because those audiences are so highly engaged. People are constantly looking for answers and inspiration in these spaces. The best advice? Pick just one niche and commit to building deep, undeniable expertise in it over time. Focus really is your greatest asset here. All right, with our strategy locked in, we arrive at Section 3, the video creation process. This is really the mechanical core of our explainer today. It's the exact procedural blueprint for making a video from start to finish. Every single video you make is going to follow 5 exact stages. Step 1, topic research, figuring out what people actually want. Step 2, script preparation, writing out the value. Step 3, voiceover creation, bringing those words to life. Step 4, video editing, putting that whole visual puzzle together. And finally, Step 5, thumbnail and publishing, packaging it up for the world to see. This right here, this is your daily roadmap and your entire operational workflow as a creator. Now, doing all 5 of those steps entirely by yourself, that used to take days or honestly even weeks. But I want you to think of AI as your ultimate co-pilot. It literally supercharges every single stage of the process we just laid out. It can assist with drafting your scripts, generating incredibly realistic voiceovers, automatically creating perfectly accurate subtitles, suggesting the right visuals to keep your audience retention high, and it drastically improves your overall editing speed. It fundamentally turns what used to be a week-long grind into a single afternoon's work. It takes the heavy lifting completely out of the equation.
But, and I really want to emphasize this crucial caveat, AI is your assistant. It is not a replacement for you. It's simply a highly efficient tool to speed up your workflow. Your creativity, your unique angles, your personal taste, and your executive decisions, those remain the true driving force behind your channel's success. The AI might drive the car, but you absolutely have to steer the wheel. Let's jump into Section 4, Mastering Thumbnails and Titles. Because the harsh reality is, you could have the most beautifully optimized video creation process in the world, but it honestly won't matter at all if no one actually clicks on the final product.
When it comes to getting that all-important click, this right here is your absolute golden rule. Simple beats complicated. Your thumbnails need to be bright, they need to be incredibly clear, and above all else, they must be easily readable on a tiny little mobile device screen. Try to focus on conveying just one single powerful idea. So often, you see creators try to cram way too much text and a million images into a tiny box. Seriously, keep it simple and watch your performance skyrocket.
Remember, a thumbnail gets the eyes, but the title gets the click. And really good titles do three specific things. They explain the topic clearly, they create a little itch of curiosity, and they include important search keywords. For instance, a great title might promise a really specific financial strategy, but intentionally leave out the exact mechanism to spark that curiosity. On the flip side, bad titles just rely on pure clickbait. If you promise a shocking secret in the title, but then just deliver a generic list in the video, the viewer's going to click away immediately. And that severely hurts your channel's standing. The goal here isn't just getting cheap clicks. The true goal is attracting the correct, dedicated audience. Which brings us to Section 5, Promotion and Earning Money. This is the exciting part where we turn those hard-earned views into a real, diversified income stream.
A huge mistake beginners often make is relying solely on YouTube's algorithm to go out and find their audience. You really need an omni-channel promotion strategy. You've got to take that highly valuable content you've created and share it across Instagram Reels, TikTok, Pinterest, Facebook, and X. Building an audience across multiple platforms simultaneously, it acts as this massive funnel, driving traffic right back to your main channel and helping you grow exponentially faster.
You know, so many people think YouTube just equals ad revenue, but ad revenue is literally just one single slice of the pie. Highly successful faceless creators diversify. They earn through affiliate marketing, they secure lucrative sponsorships and brand partnerships, they sell their own digital products and courses, and some even offer one-on-one consulting. This multi-stream approach, that's what builds a truly sustainable business, rather than just waiting around for ad payouts. As we start to wrap up this blueprint, our source material leaves us with a really sobering but important reminder. The channels that succeed are usually the ones that stay patient and continue uploading even when results take time. Growing on YouTube is a long-term marathon. It is not a sprint. It requires a real commitment to consistent learning, constantly improving your craft, just 1% at a time, and above all, deep, unwavering patience. So we've broken down the opportunity, we've defined the goals, outlined the exact AI creation process, mastered the packaging, and mapped out the money. You've got the complete roadmap now. The only thing left to do is to take action. So I'll leave you with this final, incredibly exciting question. What will your first faceless video be about? Seriously, think about it. Choose your niche, fire up your AI copilot, and start creating. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.